Hello to everyone around the world, and welcome back to another devlog series of this first person game I'm working on. And if you are new here, this is a game inspired by Mirror's Edge and Cluster Truck. Yeah, so about last week I uploaded a gameplay video on Facebook, to some game development groups to see how people feel about the game, and because I was losing motivation, but I was glad I did because I did get a lot of comments, and we're gonna work on some of them today and hopefully see how they blend with the game. And yeah, so the very first thing we're gonna fix is the speed and gravity, because I can't count the amount of comment I had about that. Yeah, everyone is just speed, gravity, speed, gravity, speed, gravity, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna fix that, and yeah. So as you can see now, I fixed the gravity, and now so when you jump, gravity pulls you down faster than the way it was before. And also the speed now is much more faster, and that kind of adds like a parkour feeling to the game, and that's what I really wanted. And the game is also now about timing and reaction. As you can see now, you must time your jumps very well based on the speed you are moving at. So you time your run based on the speed. So yeah. So Dylan suggested changing the game into third person mode. So I changed my camera offsets to be able to work with the third person mode he suggested, and yeah. And so there you have it, third person mode. Yeah, but I'm definitely not going to add that into the game because I don't really like it. It snaps you out of the feeling I actually wanted for the game, and I want it to be like you're the one in the game, not the character. So yeah, and I'm also going to justify myself on the main reason why I'm not going to use it later in this video. So yeah, watch out for that. And they also suggested adding more jump animations to the game, which I feel is a pretty cool idea. So I went, without further ado, I went straight into mixamo.com to get myself more animations, two jumping animations actually. So yeah, and I imported them into the game and did some programming stuffs, and so there you have it, two more jump animations. As you can see, the first jump on the first barrier and the second one on the second barrier. So yeah, those are the two jump animations, and I'm going to play it in third person mode for you to view it much more better. And I guess it's time to justify myself on why I'm going for first person instead of third person. Okay, and as you can see in the third person mode, the jump animation I just added, the hand is not colliding with the barrier, and yeah, that's understandable because I would have to program it, and I'm not too much of a programmer, and I'm a lazy game developer, and I also have school. Yeah, I'm a student, so first person solves it for me. It's much more easier, and it's not really obvious that the hand doesn't touch it. As you can see, it clearly shows that the hand touches it, and yeah, so that helps. So that's the reason I went for first person instead of third person. And okay, so Shadrach also suggested slowing down the motion during high jumps and showing the hands while playing, and the hands show now. And I also tried implementing slowing down the motion of the game whenever jumping, and it's really cool, but I'm not going to include it in the gameplay of level 1 because it is not really needed here. And yeah, but I'm going to include it in some cases where you have to jump from a very high place, and it's totally understandable in those places, but for now I'm just going to turn it off. Okay, so Max also acknowledges Mirror's Edge, which is actually one of my inspiration, and he also talked about pulling off higher risk. So the way I'm planning to go about this is adding a backflip animation to play, and yeah, whenever it plays, then you must avoid your head touching the ground. So once your head touches the ground, you die, and then also avoid your body to lie down flat on the ground, which is really bad. So that's the way I'm thinking about it now. Or if you've got any better suggestions for me, then let me know. So yeah, as you can see, I just imported the backflip animation, and it's working at least. Yeah, and it's cool somehow. As you can see, lands on the ground in a very good way, and that's really nice. So yeah, I guess I've been able to implement Max's idea to some kind of one. That kinds of reminds me of Dylan's suggestion. Who also suggested adding more flips to the game, and so yeah, everybody wins. And okay, so the last comment we're going to be reviewing is from Otto, and he said we should try adding camera shakes, which is a really cool idea, but I wasn't able to implement it because I wasn't the one that made the camera script. So, but I'm going to try to implement it maybe now or later. So, I'm going to talk about that in my next devlog series if I'm able to do that. So, yeah. Okay, so that's the end of this devlog series, and thanks for watching. And yeah, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my Discord channel. So yeah, peace out, guys.